Now let's cleanse the palate a bit.
We'll see.
Yeah. Lock it in, lock the shoulders back, drive through the hips. Good, here we go. Good set. 2. Goal 6. Come on. Big one. Get it, get it, get it. Up. Nice.
Is that 6?
Yeah.
Queen shit. So this is speaking of Brie Larson, this is a good segue that I did totally on purpose. It was not an accident at all. You guys remember when this was a big deal? It still is, but do you remember when it was a really big deal?
Oh, yes. The thing that caused everyone to lose their minds back in 2019.
Yeah, these guys make sure that we never forget what she said, right?
Yeah, I mean, they basically just they've had a. I mean, even the quartering is doing new videos now, putting, you know, I guess he needs a new car, swimming pool or something, because he's like, no, Brie Larson's censoring me, or I don't remember what he fucking said, but it's some stupid. I can't even bring myself to watch the quartering. It's seriously.
He's trying to buy a toilet for his basement. For anyone that doesn't get that joke, he got drunk once and he got mad at his wife for leaving him to get pizza, so he peed in his basement in the storm drain.
Yeah,
Hashtag.
like a big boy.
Like a big boy. He's mad at his wife, so I'm gonna pee in my basement.
So with that in mind, this just came up, and this quote apparently came out around the same time, but it's weird how nobody's really said anything about this.
Oh shit! I see what you did. Double standards, these assholes. Oh my god!
When did this come out?
Dang.
2019.
Slick Dane.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just kind of interesting.
This.
Well, yeah, it's probably because it's not convenient. You know what I mean? Partially because it's easy for them to, you know, they hate women, especially unless they're like, you know, in the kitchen making them sandwiches or whatever. And then they still hate them. They just they tolerate them at that point. But when it comes to, you know, a white dude, it's not as easy to go after him, especially when it comes to Spider-Man. You know, which is why I think they ended up taking a more favorable tone towards No Way Home, because basically,
but even though they were trying to be positive about a movie for once, they still use it as a negative spin for everything else, though. Which is, of course, like, this is a good example of a movie that they should be making. Like, this proves that all the other ones are bad and woke. It's like, okay.
Right. Well, that actually brings me intentionally, totally on purpose, to another thing. The anti-SJWs are acting like the success of No Way Home is a win against woke agendas, like they weren't complaining about Zendaya being MJ years ago.
Well, they still are complaining about Zendaya, though, to be fair. I mean, I don't know if Dane, you probably have watched or at least seen clips of Nerdrotic's review coming out, where all these other chuds talking about Zendaya and Aunt May in the film. You know, yeah. It's like they have to find something to complain about.
However,
they have to find something to complain about, otherwise they don't consider themselves objective, right?
I don't know if you guys know who the horror guru is, but he makes. I'm a big horror fan. Perp, you might be interested if you haven't heard of him. The horror guru makes fucking dope horror reviews and stuff. He said this on Twitter, and I found this pretty telling. The fact that a huge chunk of Spider-Man No Way Home centers around Peter trying to solve the problem with nonviolence and understanding, yet online folks are still claiming the movie was successful because it's not woke, really proves that by woke, they mean Peter Parker wasn't a minority. Yeah. And then spoiler, Perp, if you want to mute for a second or whatever.
Okay.
Like legit.
My headphones.
Like legit, Parker's all like, let's help heal these guys' mental illness instead of killing them or locking them up. And you were trying to convince me that's not woke. Get out of here. And that's fucking valid as hell point.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that they will call, you know, it shows what they really mean when they say woke. It literally, you know, they like to deny it. they like to, you know, hate on me because I'm like, you know, misinterpreting what they're saying or whatever, but their intentions come through. And, you know, it just ends up kind of sounding like this.
Oh, robots.
If the spoilers are done, wave me in. Wave me in if the spoilers are done. Okay,
He's doing a Jedi mind trick.
All right.
All right.
Just do a little meme here and a couple of memes. I love this one.
It's accurate though. I mean, you try talking like that in public, you sound like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, any outside of the internet, for the most part, you're gonna just get blank stares, if not like the cops called on you for that kind of shit. Yeah, good point, Enzo. The NPC thing is so hilarious to me. I actually have had an idea for a little quick sketch thing where yeah, maybe I won't give it away in case I wanted make it happen at some point in the future. But yeah. And then we got this one.
It was handled in such a subtle, nice, funny, kind of organic way.
You're number one, you're number two. But what I'll tell you what honestly worried me in the film, because it'd been like there had been no wokeness, no identity politics. And then when Andrew and Toby were talking about who they've lost and whatnot, and then I was just like, oh no, one of them's going to come out as gay. I just thought, oh no, this is the moment of the film where they're just going to slip some fucking wokeness in, because it's like, well, you know, I did have somebody.
Yeah, I know. I thought that too.
I was like, oh,
I thought that too. And I'm like, they're going to do it.
So yeah, we got piss pickle baby face. There is very clearly, in my opinion, they worry more about. They're so worried about like, oh, sudden surprise gay stuff. Like they think about this shit more than gay people do. I think more than woke people do.
Normal people do not think this stuff and worry about this as they're watching a film. What?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's actually like the perfect
but in the moment that he talked about, why would you even think that? The logical conclusion is that they'd be talking about previous events. Like what?
Yeah, exactly, Neil. It's like that was literally in the movie. It's just a moment where there's like some emotions between men, and he's like, "Oh no, they're gonna be gay." You know, it's really kind of says a lot about their ideas of masculinity and sexuality, and
why would you think about that in that moment? Like, I hope, like, the sad part is, I want to believe they're trolling, but I know they're not, and that's what makes it so sad.
Yeah, they're not trolling. I don't think. I think you know, especially piss pickle babyface. I think he's really fucking stupid. Like, I really think that there's something wrong with his brain.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of his content.
I don't know why. Really I don't know why Chris Gore's on there either. I really don't know why Chris Gore's associated with them.
Yeah, it's a gay panic. That's literally what it is. Gay panic. You know, it's literally what we just saw is the textbook definition of homophobia. He was afraid they were going to do something gay because, like, basically it's the kind of guy that, you know, if you knew him in real life and you're like, you know, buddies with him and you're like, hey man, good to see you, and try to give him a hug, he'd be like, whoa, I'm not gay. Like,
so pathetic at this point. I don't get these people. I truly don't. Like, and the fact that they think it's funny too. It's like, we thought there was going to be a gay moment, but there wasn't. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
But he sounded like I didn't see the whole thing because I was worried about spoilers, but it sounded like he was scared of it. Like he's like, here comes gay with the steel chair, like out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. And it's like, it just goes to show that it kind of gives the game away in a few ways, right? Because like a lot of times, or at least they used to attempt to say that it's not just gay stuff or whatever. It's when it's forced or whenever it's, you know, unnecessary to the thing. And it's like, they often don't even pretend that anymore. They're just flat out saying, no, it's anything gay, anything not white. You know what I mean? They're just
they don't even know what the word forced means, right? They don't understand what it means for something to be quote unquote forced, right? They say that word around, but they don't actually know what it means.
Yeah, because they think it's like crammed in there, but like, or even if it's more like just a checkbox. It's like whether someone's gay or straight doesn't matter. It's a checkbox. Move on, right? There's nothing forced about it. It's just like one thing, right? It's just you put it in there and that's it, as a sort of a checkbox. That's it. And it's and they think it's like crammed in there when it's just like they're just trying to. It's just normal. It's like either gay or straight or something else. Like it's fine. Yeah, it's weird.
But on the other hand.
Nah, wait, so you're saying in this universe, Spider-Man, you're black? White? Hold on, so let me get this straight. Do you still know an Iron Man? You mean the Tungsten Gentleman? What about Doctor Strange? You're talking about Mr. Weird? Do you have an Aunt May? We got Mima June, the Green Goblin, I had the Turquoise Troll. Are you still talking to Mary Jane? Her name's Happy though. You know Captain America? You mean Lieutenant Germany? The Winter Soldier? The Summer Marine? Black Panther? We got the White Puma. Not now. So you're telling me you ain't got the Guardians of the Galaxy? Nah, we got the Supervisors of the Solar System. What about Ant-Man? Termite Buddy? Thanos? Kratos? Do you even have the Avengers? We got the Retaliators. Oh, no, I had enough. Why, Spike Lee? Why? His name is Stan Lee.
I love that video.
Spike Lee.
His name is Stanley. Yeah, it's good shit. You guys been watching Book of Boba Fett?
I have. Yes, I have.
Yep.
What do you think?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I very much am enjoying what I'm watching. It's been interesting. I think that there's some people who are probably not going to like it for a multitude of reasons, not just for chuddy reasons. It's a little slow paced. I think it's a lot of heavy flashbacks, but I like what it's doing. I like what it's setting up, and I think it's going to have a lot of great payoff by the end of this. So
I don't feel like it. I mean, maybe the first episode was kind of slow, but the second episode was pretty.
The second episode was a big improvement, I think. It was a lot faster paced. I think there's more interesting stuff going on conceptually, so it kind of helped.
Yeah, I'm digging it so far. I don't mind the flashbacks, but I would like to. I am more curious about the present.
Yeah.
I want to see how this happened. Come on, show me.
Yeah, I mean, episode 2 has some amazing reveals, though. If you're a fan of the Star Wars comic books, I mean, there's some really, really cool stuff in that. I was very happy about.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just looking for something. Sorry, I didn't have anything to say actually.
Oh no, you're fine. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Robot Head's take was pretty bad. Really bad.
I got that right here. We got this is Fandom Menace posting their L's online. So yeah, he literally used Robot Head as just a dude, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He has like a video about The Last Jedi that has like millions of views. So he is kind of like seen as a commentary channel for Star Wars.
He's incentivized to shit on Star Wars. Yeah, got it.
Yes.
So that's why he was so deceptively and dishonestly took a literal 2-second GIF out of a full episode that had lots of fucking badass moments. The train thing was awesome. Like all of it was fucking great. Even this is good in context of the show. But for one thing, he mentions an old man with dentures, which, that's kind of shitty towards this actor. You don't know why he might have needed to get dentures or whatever. All kinds of reasons that people need those.
If he is even wearing dentures at all, which he might not be.
I think he is. I feel like he is. That's just based on what I've seen of other people I've known that have had to get them or whatever for various reasons. And it but I mean, still, the dude's doing a fucking awesome job. It's awesome that they got him to come back, or they, gave him the role back after the prequels and stuff, and that he's getting to do all this. I think it's awesome. He's a great actor. He for one thing, let's just put this out there. Boba Fett sucked in the original movies. Sorry, he sucked. He looked cool. His presence. What did he do? What did he do that was cool?
He hid behind an asteroid. He hid
behind an asteroid.
Yeah, he hid behind that. Fuck it.
He was boss around Vader. He was not intimidated by Darth Vader. He was standing like a boss. I mean,
all right, but then what happened in Return of the Jedi? He got beat by a fucking blind dude by getting, his jetpack knocked, by a stick, and then he flies into the sun. Like that was
too.
Lame ass move. Lame shit. So the fact that they made him they've made me love Boba Fett so much more just in 2 episodes. Well, plus what he was in Mandalorian, but I've liked Star Wars all my life, and I never really cared for him until Mandalorian, and now these 2 episodes, and I'm like, hell yeah. So you know, and this is what these people are reduced to for clicks is like, let's take this out of context where he's acting like a clown. It's a comedic moment, but it's also kind of, I don't know, cute, sweet, whatever you want to call it, where he's like trying to teach these the Tusken Raiders how to ride these things. And it's just so absurd how they take this shit out of context to make their dumb points.
Can I mention my favorite standout character, minor character from this episode? That fucking train droid was holding it down for a while. I love that. And then he doesn't get killed and he just scurries off. I love that little detail, you know. And anything else, that droid would have been gone, right? It would have been killed, blah blah blah, whatever. We don't have to show it, but that little detail of him like scurrying out and he's like, "Screw this, I'm out of here." Like, I love that. That to me is Star Wars. Those little details in the background, it's like, what's going on with that? Like, I just love that shit.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's valid. I agree. All the little stuff that's not necessary to the story, really, but it's totally fills out the world and makes it just kind of fun. And it also is, that's the kind of stuff that made the originals rewatchable to me. You know, just like picking out, you know, the perfect example is like that first scene in the Mos Eisley Cantina where they walk in and you can just like start, oh, look at that fucking weird guy. You know what I mean? In the background. Hey, multiverse of movies.